गणसदृशम् आत्मस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलम् सर्वधी साक्षिभूतम् भावाधीतं त्रिगुणरहितम् सद्गुरुं तं नमामि.
Nithyananda, we welcome all of you to yet another exciting pre-satsang episode on Nithyananda TV. Today is the 6th day on the series of the preamble of the Constitution of Kailasa, the Bhagavad Gita Decoded. We have been speaking various principles, various fundamental guidelines which are enshrined in the preamble of the Constitution of Kailasa, given and revealed directly by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita and retold in the modern day by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So, with the divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we begin today's pre-satsang segment. So, like every day, we have
the preamble of the Constitution.
Yes, Nithyananda Maharaj.
Yes, yes, Nithyananda Maharaj. So, yes, as we have been discussing over the past couple of days, we are entering into the next chapter of today of the preamble of the Constitution of Kailasa. The Bhagavad Gita Decoded is to the Vedagmas.
Yes. So yesterday we got to know how Hinduism is the higher science of the universe and how through revelation and development the Vedic seers have taught this inner science to the world and passed it down.
Yesterday we also learned how Kailasa is the best country for all Hindus. We went a little bit more in depth as to how the Nithyananda Gurukul is where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has brought out the possibilities of revelations and developments to manifest for the world today. So what are we going to learn today, Maharaj?
Yes, so Maharaj, today we are going to discuss one of the most, our favorite parts of the preamble to the Constitution of Kailasa. So what is that favorite part? It is the Sannyas Yoga, the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita Decoded.
That is so wonderful, Maharaj. We can actually now take this opportunity to finally debunk all the wrong ideas, all the wrong cognitions, thought currents people have about sannyasis and sannyas. The wrong idea that they are outcast, that they're useless for society, that they are a burden on society. Many people think that sannyasis are just fundamentally lazy. It's actually, if you look at it, the person who has contributed, who has done the most amount of work for society are sannyasis. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. Unfortunately, no one decides to see this side of the amount of contribution which is happening from sannyasis and from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being the best example for sannyas for all of us. I am really, really hyped up and excited to finally debunk all these wrong ideas and discuss the higher understandings about sannyas, Maharaj.
Yes, absolutely, Maharaj. In fact, yes, straight away in the Bhagavad Gita Decoded, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism breaks the common misunderstandings that we have regarding sannyas. He says, you have sold yourself into the bondage of believing you are one-dimensional. But by nature, we are multidimensional. By nature, we are intuitive. By nature, we are enlightened.
So sannyas is the empowerment of our true nature, which is all-knowing and all-powerfulness. Because in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says to renounce work. He then tells us to work with devotion. But which is the right path for a successful person?
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism enlightens us that a real sannyasi, he knows both karma yoga and sankhya yoga, the path of action and the path of renunciation. Because in his mind, there is no such demarcation of this is high or this is low, this is the right or this is wrong. He knows both and he acts with both.
So now itself, we can see that there is a huge gap between what a sannyasi is portrayed to us through our media and entertainment and the various social media outlets compared to what a sannyasi is as per the Shastras.
Yes, absolutely, Maharaj. It is so unfortunate, actually, because this is evident in many spiritual organizations for hundreds of years. even the Mahanirvani Akhada, the supreme point of Hinduism, is the Mahamandaleshwar. It's the oldest apex body of Hinduism, which is over 10,000 years old. This sacred sampradaya is having millions of sannyasis and protecting the sacred wisdom of Hinduism through the sannyasi sampradaya. Sannyasis age-old and in the modern day are extremely versatile. They are able to take so much of responsibility just because of their clarity in life and multidimensional nature. But the unfortunate thing is, none of us really know that what all they, first of all, we don't really know that they exist in such a huge number and what all the kinds of work they are doing, what contribution they are making to humanity.
Yes, Maharaj, it really is unfortunate. We never hear the successful stories of sannyasis, the success of sannyasis. What is the one quality that a person should have for success so that we can experience to all our multidimensional space to express?
Yes, Maharaj. In fact, the supreme point of Hinduism says that innocence is needed. Innocence means we will not carry a scale with which we are continuously measuring our life. This is in the context of what the kind of space that a sannyasi is really supposed to carry. A true sannyasi really carries that space of innocence in him. And what is this innocence? And comparing this innocence with ignorance. The ignorance means we will have a scale, but we will not be able to fulfill our life according to that scale. And on the other hand, innocence is simply living without carrying any scale by which we are measuring our life.
But surely, Maharaj, CEOs themselves are not ignorant. Proof is that in that they are able to scale up their teams and build infrastructures to benefit the whole world, and at the same time make a lot of money while doing so. But is innocence really that one quality?
Yes, Maharaj. Just the curiosity of a child is the best example. Here is a small story. I'll just share a small story which the supreme point of Hinduism tells about innocence. So basically what happens, a young girl was writing something on a piece of paper. Her father asked her what it was. She said, I am writing a letter. So he asked, to whom? To me, she replied. What does the letter say? The father asked. The girl replies, how do I know? I have not mailed it and I have not received it yet. A child is truly innocent. It doesn't measure life. It doesn't have a scale it uses to measure its life. This is why it doesn't treat life as a utility value. Even for the successful people, the leaders, the CEOs, life can't be a utility. Otherwise, they won't be able to take their work or technologies to the next level and give the world products that are useful and user-friendly. Basically, take whatever the field they are involved in to the next level. So if the CEOs did their work only for money, they wouldn't make such a difference to the world. The truth, the supreme point of Hinduism says, is life has no separate benefit. Life itself is the benefit. And this is the space that a sannyasi is supposed to carry. And if he carries the space, he'll really be able to radiate that pure and powerful space of sannyas and enlightenment.
So Maharaj, are you saying that this quality is also there in a sannyasi? Or sannyasi CEOs, or are CEOs sannyasis?
Yes. So basically, to answer this question, let's let's share a clip with the viewers from a beautiful over-the-table conversation with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism while he was having a meal with his sannyasis, with his devotees. So in this clip, the answer to your question actually is lying, and also the viewers will be able to benefit from what the Supreme Pontiff has to say. So let's watch that clip.
Can a sannyasi be a CEO?
Sannyasi only can be CEO.
Some people like their job. They don't want to completely renounce and go talking to people inspiring.
Then continue your job and be in the lesser dimensions of 3D.
So Swamiji, so is it a choice? Either I have a job or a sannyas. Can I not be, like you said, a sannyasi can only be a CEO. Can the person outside live this life, live these values, but be a CEO?
But the problem is the outside world does not provide opportunity for all these values and experience especially. See, if you just want to live a moralistic sannyas values life, being a CEO, you will be able to continue. But sannyas is not just living a moralistic values life all alone. It is exploring the higher consciousness.
So then, when you said...
After 1 month, I wanted you to levitate. After 2 months, I want you to materialize. After 3 months, I want you to disappear in one place and appear in another place. So it's like exploring consciousness. How will you be able to do all these things if you are a CEO? And I want you to explore all the mystical sciences, the ashramas retreats.
This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate journey in a most safest way. The principal cognitions they will be manifesting experientially. Each of the principal cognitions, the principal truths, the whole science of manifesting Paramashiva in you is presented as 4 major paths. Tariya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. The whole Hinduism is founded on these 4 words. Holding the cognition you are the ultimate Paramashiva and making that as your lifestyle, manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, everything of Paramashiva in your day-to-day life, learning it, manifesting it, living it, you will be having the space in the shoulder, and from sitting on the shoulders of Paramashiva, Guru himself, traveling to Kailasa and experiencing Paramashiva in ultimate, blissful, safest, bestest way. This Paramashivoham is like literally the ultimate.
Yes. What an inspirational way the Supreme Quantum of Hinduism shares about sannyas and how a real CEO is a sannyasi. There's an intimate conversation he has with his sannyasis, his devotees, explaining the fundamental principles of sannyas and how a sannyasi is really supposed to act in the real world. Yes, Mangala Maharaj. So, coming back to the point, sannyas is the space of again becoming an innocent child. So, we all find ourselves as we grow older, wanting for ourselves that pure, untouched space of looking at the wonders of the world and be able to be back in that pure space is sannyas.
But still, Maharaj, those people think that sannyasis are people who are, just grumpy, unhappy with society and want seclusion, that they are afraid of relationships, that they are outcasts, that they are dropouts from life. These are like common misunderstandings people have. People only cognize, when they remember sannyasis, they only remember them as irresponsible people.
Yes, Maharaj. This is a very unfortunate portrayal of sannyasis by media. In fact, a lot of propaganda is also a part of this, wrong portrayal of sannyasi and how a real sannyasi is supposed to be. But the sannyasi type of person today, according to our shastras, is a successful CEO, if you really think about it. Because a CEO wants to relate with people and wants to make a difference in people's life. That's what a sannyasi is also doing. Yes, at a much deeper level, at a much more cognitive level, much more responsible level. His responsibility, the space he carries is much more vast than just a CEO. But yes, in fact, if you fundamentally look at it, the point is the same. Just as the CEO wants to create a difference in the world, contribute something, a sannyasi is also trying to do the same. See, the curious thing, Maharaj, is that a sannyasi is portrayed as a person who doesn't want to relate with people. But the sannyasi's lifestyle is prescribed by our Shastras as a lifestyle where someone is involved in hundreds of people's life at one time.
Yes, I see, Maharaj. I see the parallel to a leader of a company who would be involved in the lives of all his employees' work, and so that he can bring everyone together to work as a team.
Yes, absolutely, Maharaj. In fact, sannyas is living the space of completion and constantly enriching everyone to be in the space of completion. That is the very definition of sannyas that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has himself given. To live the space of completion yourself and constantly enriching everyone, the whole world, to live in that space of completion. Because from that space of completion itself, all the manifestation will happen and their realities will be caused. So throughout this chapter, in the Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals the Bhagavad Gita decoded, his own retelling for the modern man. He reveals first finding completion in oneself with one's own body, then empowering the consciousness with oneself and recognizing the divinity within. This is the prescription that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given in the Bhagavad Gita decoded for a sannyasi and what the space a sannyasi is supposed to carry and how he is supposed to operate.
This is true, Maharaj. A successful CEO is always seen operating from an untapped inner strength and power.
Yes, Maharaj. In fact, to add to that, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also reveals how every atom in the cosmos is precious, is divine. That inner energy, it exists in everything. This brings great clarity to engage with others as an extension of oneself. That's what the sannyasi, the space of a sannyasi. You know that you are the source of whatever happens in and around you. So carrying that space of completion and with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and from that enriching and causing other people's reality. That is, in fact, the space of sannyas. And that is what a sannyasi does.
Yes, Maharaj. This is the right to enlightenment itself, responsibilism. Not only that, this is one of the fundamental operating factors of Kailasa itself.
Yes. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also concludes this chapter on Sannyasa Yoga, saying, when we feel love for others, we will take up the responsibility because we want to share that blissful love with others around us. So it's simply that extension, that carrying the pure love for the entire creation, all the species, not just all the human beings, all the species, even the inanimate objects, purely operating from that pure space of love and sharing and spreading that love towards the entire creation is actually the space of sannyas and the powerful space of sannyas and the way the sannyasi, a successful sannyasi, actually operates in the real world. So this brings us to the end of today's Nithyananda TV pre-satsang segment. So before we move on to today's Nithyananda satsang, we have the segment on Hindu votes today. So today's Hindu vote question, before we come to the Hindu votes question, what is Hindu votes really? Basically, Kailasa is operating on the principle of responsible democracy. The Hindu democracy is basically a responsible democracy where all the people related to any field are given the chance, are given the opportunity to also become decision makers related to the policies in that field. So with that initiative, Kailasa has opened up this opportunity for even the common mass, the public, to become active participants in the democratic process of Kailasa, which is the first nation for all Hindus, and with the aim of the Supreme Pontiff's vision to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma on the planet Earth and to make people active participants and enrichers in this policy-making process of Kailasa. So this Hindu votes is one of the opportunities. You can go to the Twitter handle, official Twitter handle of the Supreme Pontiff, @Sri Nithyananda. Today's Hindu vote question will be posted there. You can cast your votes on today's question and be an active participant in this Hindu vote process. So, coming to today's Hindu votes question. Today's question is, should sannyas become one of the primary qualifications for higher posts in the government and private sector? I'll repeat the question. Should sannyas become one of the primary qualifications for higher posts in the government and private sector? So we request all of you to kindly head on to the official Twitter handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Twitter handle is @Sri Nithyananda. You can visit the Hindu vote question, the tweet, and cast your votes and actually become participants and co-creators of this Kailasa nation and the policies which are headed towards reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma on planet Earth. So now I would request Mangala Maharaj to proceed with today's process and then lead on to today's Nithyananda satsang.
Yes, Maharaj. So today we're going to be doing a technique directly from Bhagavad Gita, the 5th chapter, the Sannyasa Yoga. Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives Arjuna the technique for awakening the third eye, a meditation technique for awakening the third eye. This is will guide you. You can also do the process along. It's going to be a guided process, a simple small meditation, which you're going to be doing for close to 10 minutes. And so the first step, the first instruction is to visualize all our senses are completely shut. Your eyes are completely closed. Visualize your eyeballs have become completely dark. You are seeing only darkness in front of you. Visualize your ears are completely shut. Visualize your sense of touch is shut. Visualize your sense of touch is shut. Visualize your face to be shut. Completely start visualizing all of your senses to be closed. All of your senses to be switched off. Deeply feel that all the 5 senses have been shut down. Take a few moments now. It's just a simple meditation process. Wherever you are if you're in your office or if you're at home, this is just a few minutes where you can just sit, maybe connect earphones or increase the volume of your speaker. We're going to have the Mahavakya music also going to be played. And we can start and do the simple 10-minute meditation process to awaken the third eye in all of us. The Mahavakya music is going to be projected, is going to be played, and the instructions are going to be projected as well, so that you all can see and follow along as a part of the meditation. I'll repeat the instructions again. You start shutting down all your senses one by one. You can start with your eyes, as that is the simplest and most easiest for us to understand. Visualize your eyeballs, everything have become completely dark and you're seeing only darkness in front of you. This will also be helpful if you have an eye band and you can tie your eyes with the eye band. That will also help greatly for the meditation process. Visualize your ears as well, are completely shut. Visualize the sense of touch, your face, everything to be completely shut down. Your sense of smelling, your nose, all senses to completely shut down. Start inhaling and exhaling as slowly as possible. Let your consciousness reside between the 2 eyebrows. Don't concentrate, don't tense yourself deep, don't tense yourself at all. Just simple meditation process, which will work only when you take it in that simple, playful attitude. Like how we play with different toys, or how we even watch a movie. How without any tension, you just simply witness it. The same way, how you would gaze and look at a rose. The same way, bring your awareness to your third eye center. Inhale and exhale as slowly as possible. Let your consciousness reside between the 2 eyebrows. Let your Mooladhara chakra, which is located at the base of your spine, to start relaxing completely. Let your Swadhisthana chakra, located just below the navel center, be relaxed. Bring your whole consciousness, let your whole consciousness come up to the Agnya chakra, which is between the eyebrows. Let's now enter into the meditation process. The Mahavakya music is going to be played. Yes. Visualize your whole consciousness to come up to your Agnya chakra, which is between the eyebrows.
See yourself as 25-headed, 50-handed,
and shut
Paramashiva,
down all
as
other
eternally
senses.
16, youthful.
All your five senses, shut everything
Connect
down.
with Paramashiva. Only
And just
he
visualize.
exists. Anything
Bring
else
your
is
awareness
delusion.
to your Agnya
Now,
chakra.
sit straight. We'll enter into the process.
Visualize your consciousness residing in your Agnya chakra. Let your Muladhara, let it become relaxed. Let your Swadhisthana chakra, which is just above the Muladhara chakra, let that also relax. Now, start visualizing cool, soothing light in your Agnya chakra, the space between your eyebrows. Relax in the Agnya chakra. Forget about your body, forget about the mind, forget about the world, forget about everything. Have your complete attention.
Manifesting all our third eye.
Witness only the Agnya chakra,
Let the
the
Amrita
space
flow.
between the two eyebrows.
Let the Vani open up.
Go
Manifest
deeply into the Agnya chakra. Visualize a beautiful, cooling, soothing light in the Agnya chakra. Let you start experiencing beautiful, soothing light
Let Paramashiva overflow.
within the Agnya chakra.
Manifest the power.
Let your consciousness rest in a very relaxed way, the space between the two eyebrows. Relax in the same space of eternal consciousness. Let you be beyond the body, the mind. Allow your intelligence to be awakened. Let you all have the grace of the divine consciousness. Let you all be established in that eternal consciousness. Visualize the supreme concept of Hinduism residing in your third eye center, residing in your Agnya chakra as the ultimate supreme consciousness. Now, start chanting Mahavakya mantra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. From the same space of deep visualize. Now let us prepare ourselves to receive the supreme concept of Hinduism. Listen to the Nithyananda Satsang from our third eye. Let us now start interacting with the whole world, from our third eye. Visualize the supreme concept of Hinduism residing in the third eye, in the Agnya chakra. Now, start chanting Mahavakya mantra as we get ready to receive the supreme concept of Hinduism, to receive Swamiji for the Nithyananda Satsang. Om Nithyananda Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let the Amrita pour.
Continue to be in this
Let the
deep
Vani open
space of restful awareness
manifest in
as you get
all
ready
of us.
for the Nithyananda.
If you are trying to unclutch from one thought at a time, it's beautiful. Trying to unclutch from two thoughts at a time means thinking that how will I unclutch if that happens? That is where difficulty starts. Trying to unclutch from two thoughts at a time, you are caught. Trying to clutch with the two thoughts at a time, again you are caught. Means if you experience a glimpse of joy, relaxed mood, now you are trying to clutch with it. You wanted that to be permanent. Now you are caught. Means you are trying to clutch with two moments. Am I right? If you want the joy to be continued for next moment also, it means what? You are trying to catch that for one more moment. You are caught over greed. Done. Your life is gone. Same way, if you are trying to unclutch from two moments, means if you are unclutching from this moment, okay. Then you are thinking, if that happens, how will I unclutch? Gone. So you understand? These are the basic sutras. These are the basic understanding which you need to understand. These very few understandings will completely shake you. This is what I call Brahmopradesam. Means getting empowered by truth. What is exactly your difficulty? When a relaxed, blissful, unclutching joy happens in you, you are trying to catch that, clutch with that for two moments. Am I right? All of you understand? You wanted that to continue. Am I right? You wanted that to be there with you permanently. It means what? You are trying to clutch yourself with many moments at a time. Then, gone. Shaft is created. Over. It will disappear. Same way unclutching. Whenever you are unclutching from something, you have a thought, now I am unclutching, but if stronger thought comes, what will I do? Or if more emotion comes, what will I do? For example, depression. First thought, now I am able to unclutch, but will this depression take me away? Will I forget unclutching? Will I start suffering with this depression? What will happen if this depression takes me over? Then you are gone. Then you are over, done. Understand? Unclutch from every single moment. Or clutch with every single moment. Do not unclutch with the two moments. Do not unclutch with two thoughts. Neither clutching nor unclutching should be done with two moments or two thoughts. You are done. For enlightenment, all you need is unclutch from one thought. Now, can anybody say that I don't know how to unclutch from one thought? Anybody who feels I don't know how to unclutch from one thought? No. All of you know how to unclutch from one thought. It means what? You are enlightened.
Only for that moment.
Enlightenment will happen only for every moment. Understand? Be very clear. I am not permanently enlightened. I am eternally enlightened, but not permanently enlightened. difference between permanent and eternal. Understand? There is a big difference between permanent and eternal. Permanent means past, present, future put together. Eternal means no past, no future, only present. Because there is no past, no future, no present. Eternal means beyond time. Permanent means all time. I am not enlightened all time. I am enlightened beyond time. Understand? This is a very important thing you need to understand. I am not permanently enlightened. Be very clear. I am eternally enlightened. Enlightenment happens every moment. Every moment. Every moment. Understand? When I tell you that I became enlightened on January 1st, 2000, it does not mean something has suddenly happened in me. I just decided from today I will live my enlightenment. I promise you. This is the truth. I just decided, today is my birthday. I think I did all my foolishness enough. From today, I am going to live my enlightenment. That's all. Just desire, nothing else. Understand these two things. For enlightenment, all you need is unclutching from one thought. One more thing, even I can't unclutch from two thoughts. If I try to unclutch from two thoughts, I lose my enlightenment. Fortunately, I don't try. Fortunately, I became intelligent, so I am not trying. If I try to be unclutched from two thoughts, I am lost. I am lost. Understand? I have all the dangers which you also have in the life. The possibility for disease. Everything is there for this body also. You think this body doesn't have? Ramakrishna had cancer. Ramana Maharishi had cancer. Jai Krishnamurti had cancer. Yatishwarananda had cancer. Ram Swarup had cancer. I can show a big list. Then you think there is no possibility for this body to have any disease? No. But I am not trying to unclutch from two moments. That's all. Now I have cough. Let us unclutch from this. Or if it is getting clutched, let it unclutch with this. Over. That's all is the life. Understand? I am eternally enlightened, not permanently enlightened. You are all trying to have permanent enlightenment. That is why suffering. This moment, be enlightened. Over. Next moment, be enlightened. Over. This moment, just be enlightened. Over. And I tell you, I am enlightened only this moment. I am enlightened only this moment. Nothing else. I do not know whether I will be enlightened next moment or not. Let me be very clear. And I am also very clear. I do not know next moment whether I will be enlightened or not. Traditionally, it is believed that enlightenment stays forever. So I am telling that word to you. That's all. But I am not sure about it. Traditionally, it is believed. That's all. But I am not clear about it. Because last 6 years it did not leave me. So I am thinking that it may not leave. Not thinking, I am telling you for your understanding. But otherwise, I am not sure. Just unclutch from this moment, that's all. You are enlightened. When you go, just to give 2 lakh rupees. Nothing else. Understand very clearly. Actually, because I am telling this in a simple way, in a comfortable ambience, you are not ready to believe. If I torture you, put you in the fire, make you go around begging and sleeping under a tree, after that, if I just whisper you in your ears without mic, I understand. Aham Brahmasmi, you jump. Because I didn't give it capture enough earlier, and I am telling you to the mind, you are just ego. Somewhere the equation is not adding. How can this be so simple? If I miss some link or he himself has missed some link. If you are sitting and thinking that you missed some link, do some meditation. Torture yourself, no problem. Unclutch yourself. Or do some meditation. Every day without missing 2 times. Morning and evening. If you are suspecting that I missed some link, better run away. Understand? Now only 3 possibilities. 1, suddenly waking up, Truth. Let me promise you, nobody can be permanently enlightened. There's only one thing called eternal enlightenment. Nithyananda. There is no permanent jnana. Nithyananda means this moment you are enlightened. This moment you are enlightened. That's all. You can neither be enlightened next moment, nor be enlightened last moment. This moment enlightened. You may think, then what will happen to my life? What is this? What is that? I thought enlightenment means that you will be like that, like this. And you are doing such a simple way. Then what am I supposed to do? Nothing needs to be done. Should I go back and do my same doctor job? If you are interested, do it. If you are not, don't bother. Then what for I came here and was here for 10 days? That neither you know nor I know. And what really you what really is getting added to me? Nothing is being added to you. All you need to know, enlightenment means unclutching from this moment, this thought. Can anybody tell? Please understand, any of you have a doubt that I don't think I'll be able to unclutch from now, this moment? Everybody is confident that you can unclutch from this moment. Am I right? That's all you need for enlightenment. And enlightenment happens only moment to moment. No permanent enlightenment. If somebody tells you that there is something called permanent enlightenment, bring him. I'll take care. I'll tell him. I'll talk to him. I'll catch him. Of course, they can't tell. If they look at my eyes, they can't tell. Looking into my eyes, they can't tell. There is only eternal enlightenment. Means you are enlightened in this moment. Understand? Time can be touched only from the present moment. In front of you there is eternity. Past, present, future. But you can touch that eternity only through present moment. Can you touch this time shaft in the past? In the future? No. You can touch this time shaft only in the present. So, be very clear. You are enlightened now. That is what I am telling you. Enlightenment is not just a noun, it is a verb. Constant happening. Constant happening, not new. Understand? There will be nothing new, but constantly happening, which is beyond your idea. Be very clear. Do you have confidence that you can unclutch from this moment?
Yes, Swami. Yes.
Then naturally you will be able to unclutch from any given moment. Am I right? Then what else can be your problem in the life? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. What else you need to know? But somehow it is not adding up. Yes.
Swami, I know how to unclutch now. But I need to experience that consciously, experience that gap consciously.
Who told you that you are not experiencing that consciously?
I have not experienced it. I don't know what it is.
Okay. What do you mean? What do you think will happen when that experience happens to you?
I can't answer that.
See, now you are telling, I am not experienced. What do you mean by that word? I am not experienced. You are clutching with that word.
That consciously I must understand that gap.
You see, what is conscious and what is gap? Tell me.
See, I can unclutch.
These are again the words which you heard in the past. I am clutching with it.
I want unclutch.
And that's all.
Consciously I must feel it. No?
Who said, what do you mean by the word consciously you must feel it?
Only if I understood that I could have answered you, but I don't understand that.
First thing, unclutch from the word, you should consciously experience it. See, you are unclutching. That's all. What else you think separately should happen in you?
The moment I unclutch from that word consciousness, I know nothing.
That's all. That is the only problem in your life. You think, that's what I am telling you now, you think the moment you are unclutched, something will happen in you. Nothing will happen in you. That's what I am telling you. When I became enlightened, do not think something happened in me. If that is written in the cutout, it is a lie. Blunt lie. Now I am telling you, simply when you unclutch, when I say that I became enlightened, January 1st, I very clearly decided that I am going to live my enlightenment. Means I am going to unclutch from this moment over. You have an idea, thoughts keep coming. Am I right? This moment, unclutch. If you have one more thought, thoughts are keeping coming, unclutch. No, so much of effort I have to put, unclutch. Every time I have to use the word is unclutch, it creates so much stress in me, unclutch. No, so much it should not be strainful. Enlightenment should be completely ease and relax, automatic by itself, unclutch. At one point I shouldn't be thinking about it, it should happen by itself. That is what I understand as enlightenment, unclutch. That's all. And there is an idea that the world should be a Maya. That is what is enlightenment, unclutch. That's what I am telling you now. Write all the idea. What do you think you will be after enlightenment? And tomorrow we will go to Kumbh Mela to drop that paper in the river. First you write. Listen here. See, understand. Again you are trying to clutch two thoughts at a time. See. Listen. The moment I say that your mind says, no. Unclutching means by now I should have become enlightened. Unclutch. No. Swamiji says he knows his past birth, but I am not knowing even my present birth. See, unclutch from every thought, unclutch from every moment. You knowing past birth and all will happen as side effect if it is necessary. If it is necessary. That is what I am telling you from the first day. Even if materialization happens in my hand, it is not in my control. I asked Sai Baba directly, how are you managing, Baba? Let me be very clear. It's a personally I asked, how are you managing, Baba? He told, Swamiji, what are you talking? Am I giving to everybody? Am I giving to everybody? He told me very clearly, whenever it is going to happen, I feel very clearly, my hands start shaking intensely, without my control. Then I know I am going to give, I give. If you observe him giving, any of you observed him giving anything? His hands will start shaking intensely. You have seen? His hands will start shaking intensely.
But then he gave it on a stage, in a public meeting.
That's all. But whenever he gives,
How was the timing when he doesn't know when?
that's what he told me. Even in the stage, he doesn't give in all stages. If it happens, they record, that's all. He doesn't give in all stages.
May not have been planned.
He doesn't give in all stages. He tells me very clearly, if I can, I would see in the mass crowd, whatever they do, that only is recorded. When he doesn't give, it's never getting recorded. He told me very clearly. What are you talking
I was in the
about?
first row.
Huh?
I was sitting in the first row. I saw from very close.
And subsequently, he told me very clearly. Whenever that thought comes up, that it's going to happen, my hands start shaking.
And 3 times he did this.
He told me very clearly. Understand? It starts shaking and it comes out. That's all I know. And the same thing with me. Understand? Not only with me, with anything. If it is necessary for Parashakti to express through his body, it will do. One more thing. Enlightenment does not mean you should have any special qualification. It is complete lie. There can be enlightenment without any extraordinary quality. Kabir, all he did, doing the same living. There are so many enlightened beings who lived on the planet Earth without any power, any show, anything. This is Ram Kumar. From morning till night he will sit and smoke. That's all. But amazing being. There are so many. Do not associate your greed for power with enlightenment. Your greed for extraordinary things is enlightenment. See, the whole thing is to finally sharpen you completely to bring you to that one corner, to that one present moment, to that one center. For that, I have to use so many words to beat all the words which you are carrying in your head. Every word I used is nothing but equating the words which you are carrying in your head. First I use 100 words and equate 2000 words which you are carrying. Again I use 20 words and equate 100 words which I gave you. Now I am throwing 2-3 words and equating the 20 words which you are carrying in you. And I throw the silence and equate the 2 words which you are carrying in you.
You were saying unclutch from thoughts or unclutch from ideas?
Anything. Idea and thought are not two different things. It's one and the same.
But every single thought or?
Every single thought.
Either clutch or unclutch. One single thought.
If it clutches, it clutches. If you are aware, unclutch. Actually, when you unclutch from this moment, suddenly you see those unaware periods disappear. Those periods will disappear as long as you believe that the periods can repeat in you again and again. Your faith that unconscious moments can repeat in you is the only difficulty. Totally unclutched in this moment, if you are totally unclutched in this moment, maybe you will not be able to move from this body, move this body at all. Or maybe your body will start moving wildly. Anything can happen. About that you don't have to bother. In my case, whenever I am unclutched, I can move wildly my body in the rotating way. But I can't move in a linear way. See, whenever I am in samadhi, I can't move my body even the 1 or 2 inches. It will be imbalanced. But I can just whirl cut like a what RPM you don't know. I can whirl. Because the visualization, the whirling is visualization, spinning. Linear movement is related to verbalization. So verbalization movement will be imbalanced. Visualization movement will be intense. This is the way it happens in this body, but that does not mean that this is the experience you are supposed to have when you are enlightened. Now only you need to understand, kill Buddha when you meet him on the way. Kill the ideas which you are carrying about enlightenment, which you got from me. Understand? Kill all the ideas about enlightenment which you got from me. Now, Buddha says, kill him, kill me when you meet me on the way. Why? Because you will not become me. I have not become my master. Understand? I have not become my master. He was he, I am me. All you need to know, unclutch from this moment. What way, what should express from you, through you will do. And I promise I do not know what will happen tomorrow to my movement. I promise. I promise on the same Arunachala, tomorrow I do not know what will happen to my movement. I am telling you, I am just like you. All I do and all happens only unclutching from this moment. I am very clear. I do not know tomorrow what will happen to my movement. Don't think I have a clear agenda. I came down and I am executing. No. Let it be very clear. No. If you just unclutch, suddenly you will realize there is agenda in your life which is happening, about which you will not even bother.
You have to put constant effort.
First thing, what do you mean by the word constant effort?
To clutch or unclutch.
Unclutch, constant effort means what? Again, the idea which you had in the last experiences. There is no constant effort. Unclutch from this moment. Again, unclutch from this moment. How can you say it is a constant?
But every moment you have to put effort.
Every moment, unclutch. That's all. Now you wanted to use the word put effort. Because you are now connecting with ideas that how many times you put effort earlier. And again you are creating a shaft. Constantly I have to unclutch because constantly I am clutching. One more thing. Unclutch this moment. Why do you have a strong belief that next moment you will be again clutched and you have to unclutch? You have a strong faith. Even if I unclutch this moment, next moment I will be clutched. Because it happened earlier. Am I right? That itself is a lie. There is a possibility. Unclutch this moment and do not believe that next moment you will be clutched again. There is every possibility. And after 2-3 times you will no, again I am clutching. Unclutch again from the idea that again I am clutching. Where is the question? Again you are clutching. Now only you are clutching. And now again unclutch. Handle your mind one thought at a time with simple patience. You are one. You won the game. If you try to attack your mind as a whole, wage war with 1 million soldiers, you are gone. Unclutching is the one weapon you have. One weapon can kill only one soldier at a time. This is one sword. One sword can kill only one person at a time. Do not attack 2 persons at a time. Now ask, should I constantly put effort? Actually, put constant effort, but you don't even use the word that you have to put a constant effort. That word creates a boredom and stress in you. And that word doesn't have meaning. Because there is no constant effort. What do you mean by constant effort? If you look at the whole thing as in one spectrum, only then the idea constant effort comes. But the whole spectrum does not exist in one view. Then how can you say constant effort? The effort which you put day before yesterday, 1 hour ago, they are individual efforts, independent happenings. Why do you connect and see that I am putting constant effort? Sometimes you will not even know, you will not even bother whether you are clutched or unclutched, you will just execute. Over. There are so many things, you just execute, you just relax. Even if there is a negative consequences of what you executed, what is there unclutched? At the most, what can happen? Death. If you are clutched, you think death will not happen? At the most, about what you are afraid, you may do something in the clutched moments, and that may result in difficulties and problems in your life. How to solve? Am I right? These are all the fears that may bring some ill effects in my life. These are all the things. All right. Now, if you are living with a clutch, normal way, you think that is going to be avoided? Anything can be avoided? Nothing can be avoided whether you are clutched or unclutched. If you are unclutched, there is a possibility that you will live completely liberated.
Swamiji, if there is awareness of the thought that's rising up in this
If
moment.
there is awareness of thought, no, rejected. Next.
You said that when you are in that moment,
No, I have not said you heard. Yes.
that you cannot move or anything. How can one? Then how do you walk? How do you talk?
One thing, this happens sometimes. Sometimes I am able to walk and move. But sometimes it happens that I am not able to move the body, or just the body is there. Only the awareness is there. When it happens, why it happens, I don't know.
But so we shouldn't do this when we are trying to drive.
And I don't think you need to be afraid about that now. Even if you are driving and you become stagnant, you may end up in an accident and die. What is there? That's all. Nothing wrong. Why should you be so much bothered about death? Alright, if you are protecting yourself so much and not unclutching at all, you think you are not going to die? That's all. Over. It may be preponed or postponed. First of all, where is the question of preponing or postponing? If there is a fixed date, only then the preponing or postponing happens. There is no fixed date. It's not that if you are not unclutched, there is no accident at all possibility. There is a possibility of accident even if you are clutched. Am I right? And all accidents in the planet Earth is happening only with the clutching. If you see the statistics, I have not seen in my life a single accident happening when somebody is unclutched. If I have to talk in the statistics terms, 100% unclutching is a safety. No accident is possible during unclutching because I have not seen a single person getting into accident during unclutching. 100% accident happens only during clutching. So the safest way to drive unclutched. Not truth. This is the way you come to the conclusion based on statistics. You are the researcher, you know. According to the research ideology which you are all practicing, principles, this is the conclusion for safest driving unclutched. Am I right?
But with brakes.
Huh?
But with brakes.
What?
With brakes. I mean, unclutched with the brakes on.
No, I don't say that. Unclutch and do whatever happens. Because I have not seen a single person suffering in any way during unclutching. One more thing. This incident, I think I should tell, but the other way, I don't want to give you some hope or courage or idea. Maybe I tell you, just understand the spirit of this incident. When I was unclutched, like this, like my body was falling. The forest where I was staying, maybe 2-3 months it was on the same place, did not move. The whole hair was eaten by the ant hill. And even now this hole was created with anthill. Understand? The anthill grew slowly on the hair. And this hole which you are seeing is created with anthill. That white ants started eating the flesh and the skin. And slowly one more thing, when white ants eats your skin, you won't have bleeding. They eat only small bit. So only the new kind of white skin starts growing on you. Like a small, very soft white skin grows on you. This was eaten by the white ant. I don't know how that has stopped eating further, or that did not eat my eyes, or all those things I don't know. But after some time when the body started moving, I cleaned myself, just had a head bath, that's all, things became alright. It may feel like extraordinary or too impossible thing. And I tell you, this is possible if unclutching is possible in you. Anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. And you don't even have to think this further and all. Don't bother about that. Even if you die, what is there? And you think you are not going to die if you are clutched? As I told you, 100% accident happens during clutching. I have not seen a single accident happening during unclutching. So as long as if you start doing the statistics based on your past experiences, it says unclutching will not create accidents. And all clutching creates accidents. Over. See, unclutch this moment, and next thing you need to do is order for a crown and a palpa. Nothing else. Order for a crown and palpa. Next moment, over. And if it comes, wear it and enjoy. If it does not come, just enjoy. Over. The moment you look at your life as a past, present and future, problem comes. There's only one present. There's nothing else exists. So no project. No project, no product. Not just confidence. Confidence. When you use the word just confidence, you can't brush the confidence aside. Confidence. Not just confidence. We call in Sanskrit the. The in Sanskrit. The word the means the confidence. It is not, you don't even need confidence. You need confidence only on life. On truth, you don't need confidence. Truth is a truth even if you don't have confidence. Whether you have confidence on sun or not, tomorrow morning sun will rise. Whether you are confident or not, you are every moment unclutching. That's all. So understand, now all you need to do is celebrate. Nothing needs to be done. Just get a crown and the trishul and the palaka on your own gold. Now all you need is somebody to print your photograph. Print your photograph. And somebody to print the name, the Paramahamsa and some title, whatever you want to use. Whatever you like, just select. Maybe tomorrow morning we have name selection. Name selection. See, in earlier programs I used to give name. I used to select. Now you can sit and choose. What title you want to choose. Now may not be name, but the title you can choose. I think Jagadguru title will look much better for my charisma. Now all you need to do is choose your title. Nothing else. Now you know everything. Now you are completely empowered with the knowledge. One more thing, important thing I tell you. Listen here. And I again promise on Arunachala and tell you, this idea that you should have experience is a lie. Understand? It's a lie. Unclutch from this moment, that's enough. No need for all this nonsense. You should have experience. Only then you are enlightened. Nothing. If there is something called experience, it will go away. It will go away. You need only intelligence. not experience. Prajnanam Brahma means intelligence is enlightenment. The intelligence to unclutch from every moment. Again, you don't have to use the, oh, I think I don't have intelligence. Intelligence to unclutch from this moment. Do you have? Prajnana, that is what is called prajnana. Prajnana means the ability to unclutch from this moment. Prajnana Brahma, you are enlightened.
Swamiji, if we take this concept that we unclutch from a moment and live in the moment, it is two things. We may continue to live our life with what we are doing, with the, just living without anything.
One thing, don't even create the thought, I may continue to be living whatever I am doing, and who knows, you will be doing the same thing. No, we don't know. When you unclutch from every moment, you may drop your profession, or you may take up a new profession, or you may add this profession, or you may just do this. We don't know. About that now you don't bother. That's what I told you, no plan after February 5th.
Why do you need to unclutch? Why do you need to unclutch every moment?
No need also.
Yes, exactly.
If you don't need, there is no need.
Yes, we are not connected.
Whether you unclutch or not, you are enlightened. That's what I am telling you now. That's the first next step.
So even over 40 years of age, we can get enlightened.
Yes. Who told you you will not be enlightened over 40? No, that's a lie. And one more thing, listen here. Whatever you heard from earlier, now push them all aside. As I told you, all the other programs are just marketing strategy. They are all Vyavakarika Satya. Now what I am talking to you is a Paramarthika Satya. Understand? Satya is two. Truth is two. Vyavakarika Satya means this mission. Why this big throne? So that, you see, if I sit in a big chair, then the chairs of ordinary pose, so that you will have the respect. Oh, this guy has got something. I think this guy must be little better than me. Let me listen what he is talking. That's Vyavakarika Satya. But the Paramarthika Satya is totally different. Understand? Whatever you heard from me, till yesterday, no, till last moment, is just Vyavakarika Satya. That is why I am telling you, do not confuse with my marketing strategies and the truth. Core truth is Paramarthika Satya, which I am saying now. Which I am talking to you now. To make you fall in tune, or to make you to listen to this Paramarthika Satya, I have to build up all the Vyavakarika Satya and bring you here. Understand? Unless you get enough of Vyavakarika Satya is a comparative reality, comparative truth. Unless you understand the comparative truths, you will not have respect, or you will not grow up to the level to listen the Vyavakarika Satya, the Paramarthika Satya, the truth. Now I am telling you the truth. See, if I tell this Paramarthika Satya directly, you will pull me down to your level. You will not come to my level. You will pull me down to your level. You will think, oh, I think this fellow doesn't know anything. Listen, the Paramarthika Satya has to be given only to a person who is in tune, who can catch it. Now when I said, I saw so many eyes just opening up, just lighting up. Those guys have got it. That fire has been put down. The fire has been put down. Now the fire will start working. And even if that eye is not lit up, don't bother, you also got it. Madam, eye is lit up, I think I should see the videograph one more problem. All your eyes lit up. And don't have, see, one more thing. If you go away perfectly alright, one more thing I tell you, now I promise, again I promise on the same Arunachalam, I liberate you from me and your gratitude towards me. There is no need for you to be grateful to me. I taught you this, I am speaking to you this because I enjoy this, not for your gratitude. Your gratitude is not worthy of value. Let me tell you. Your gratitude and all is useless. I have seen enough. And I don't trust you. I am telling you directly. I am telling every individual. Don't think I am telling you in the mass, he is telling next person. Do not think I am talking to your neighbor. I am telling every person. I can tell the names. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I am telling you directly. I don't trust your gratitude. I am not interested in your gratitude. All I am interested, one thing, if you walk on the planet unclutched, this planet will feel blessed. That's the only thing I am talking about. This mother earth will feel blessed. If I make at least 10 people walk on this planet earth unclutched, I have done. All the things, nothing else. Your gratitude, are you staying with me? All these things are used. I don't believe. I don't believe. People who stayed with me for years run away. What is there? Even if you stay, what will you do? What is there? All right. Even if you make a bigger ashram or bigger monastery, what do you think? Again I am going to catch, instead of now 100, I will catch 200 and teach the same thing. Again I am going to talk the same thing, that's all. I may catch a few more people, that's all. Maybe for that, this is going on. Just because there is a possibility for more people to understand this truth and walk on the planet unclutched, this whole drama is going on, over. I am supporting this drama, that's all. Understand, this gratitude, this leaving, or getting, staying, all these things are no use. The one and only use, understanding the Paramashivoham Satya, that's all. Paramashivoham Satya is unclutched from this moment. Unclutched from this moment. Unclutched from this moment. Over.
Understand, if your purpose is existential reality and artificial ignorance, artificial intelligence of the matrix is used to support it, great, you are out of the matrix. But if your purpose is artificial ignorance, even if you own the whole planet Earth, ownership idea itself is artificial stupidity. Within the matrix, anything you do is waste of your time, which is life for you. Your time is money for your boss, pleasure for your beloved. Your time has a various meaning for many people in your life.
but for you, your time is life. If artificial intelligence or artificial ignorance, which all of us commonly accepted and created, if that becomes the purpose of your goal, you are grown, not living. Let artificial intelligence not be your purpose. It's a very good servant, but that is not purpose of life.
Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samaramba Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sarvabharityagis, Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotari Tane.
The nature of consciousness, the source of awareness, the relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.